Your host, Gisel. Foxy Yoga on the intro. Thank fucking God for the Hyperfly Wizards Valiant, Ballistic Banana, and Fractilian.
Look, there is Dragonite in the box doing things.
What? He's checking in from somewhere. Cheddar Castle is not Cheddar Castle, she is Toddy, get it straight. Hidden Forces is still a robot. Find Juleston under Frankie's bar. Fabiano and Patrizia rat-tat-tats. Trislet is a real Devon, not a Mark coder. So get in line, it's Paradox. Gisel X is here and we don't know why, so let's find out now.
It gets weirder every week, but I told you, I'm going to keep making just weird intros until someone saves me with a standardized one. It changed Gisel, AI changed Gisel X's name to Gisel, and I'm not mad. It feels like it fits. It's on brand for today. Thanks everybody for coming through this Dragonite. This is your host Gisel. Gonna get through some housekeeping stuff, and if while I'm talking you don't want to listen to me and you want to click on Gisel in the live stream, she's tinkering around with some wild shit. So while you're listening to me, if you want to watch that before we officially kick things off, feel free to do that. You just got to click on her name. Let's see. So just some housekeeping stuff. We are in Hyperfly V2. This is very much an experimental parcel. I'm going to drop the link in here, but they're essentially kicking us out of V1. So if you haven't been here in a few weeks, or if you're in V1 and wondering where people are, we're in V2. Big shout out to Valiant and Ballistic Banana and Fractilians, who have really helped out with these builds, because the builder is not super intuitive, to be completely honest with you, at least for me, who's not super well versed in it. So appreciate the help from the crew getting this all set up nicely and looking good. You can push the Rizzle blocks around. There's like some pyramids that light up if you touch them over in the corner. So feel free to go play around with some of the stuff. Fractilians made the pyramids. And I actually did. I poorly dragged it in, and then Valiant fixed it in a much better way. So let's see. So we're on week 3. So we've built a lot of infrastructure, but it's all, a WIP. So we're gonna try this together. The guest book process, week 3. If you go to the WIPmeetup.com, and I'm gonna do it too. You should be able to log in to your account. If you haven't done one, make one and hit check-in. And it even said, it didn't even give the error. Last time it worked, it said you're checked in, and then it gave us an error, but that actually meant it worked. This time it actually worked from start to finish. Valiant's holding it down. Trislet is not here today, but he fixed the guestbook login system. So if you haven't created an account through TokenSmart, it's all safe. It's Trislet's project right now. So if you haven't created an account through the WIPmeetup.com, do that so you can easily sign into the guestbook each week. Drop your ETH address, and that's how you're going to get the gifts from Fabiano and Patrizia this week. You're going to get some WIP coin in your wallet for coming through. And we were trying to stage those things in the parcel before the event. I don't know that it happened. Once again, I think Fabiano might have deleted a road by mistake. These things happen. It's all right. We're all trying to figure this out together, hence the name. So let's see. What else we got? Thanks, Fox Yoga, for holding down the pre-whip as always. Dragonite has been a huge help behind the scenes, working on this automated newsletter system, and he's a Swiss Army knife of the whip. Let's see. What else? I made an official WIP Meetup mini app last week, and then I broke it completely yesterday, and then the only person who caught me was Subgeode, who is essentially gaming the system on our behalf. Is this the link to it? I might have messed it up. Oh yeah, okay. I think that'll get you to it at least. So here's how you can help, since we're all We're all destitute community event volunteer operation here. Click on our shit. Go to WIPmeetup.com. If you're on Farcaster and you never use it, just add the mini app. You know, all these things actually help and add up, and get the artists and creators who come through here each week, more exposure themselves. So yeah, Subgeo the GOAT for gaming the mini app. I've learned, I was just saying to Cheddar Queso, I've learned not to push updates before live events, but I am going to work on a WIP coin integration for the mini app. And in the meantime, I'm just going to manually hook up people who have been beta testing it until we make sure it's not like completely messed up. But I think now that I unbroke it, we're good again. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Ballistics creeping. Yo, bought this app. I don't give a shit. Get us some clicks. Let's see what else. I think that's about everything. We've been meeting. It's like a public WIP crew meeting, 10:30 a.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. If you want to get in on that, we have a crew channel. I've been dropping the videos in there. So if you're interested in helping out with the WIP in any capacity, we've got some really great momentum right now. We've got a lot of people who've been pitching in and doing a lot of things. We've got a lot of infrastructure built up in the past several months. So things are going good. Click on our shit. And on that note, we're booked through May. So our next opening is the first week of May, and I might have just given that one away. So if you want to get on the WIP, or if you know people who are getting on the WIP, or if you want to be sneaky and you just have a spot for that you really want people to visit, sometimes it's easy to work those into events where guests don't necessarily have a metaverse parcel. So hit me up, send me cool people, and let's keep it going. We got I'll get to it at the end of the event. Got a lot of cool guests coming up. So anyway, I'm going to shut up and pass the mic over to Gisel, who is doing Gisel, who is doing I don't know what. She was giving me like weird, cryptic, like teasers in Twitter DMs, and then like telling me that she wanted to reveal most of it at the event. And I was like, you know what? Fine. These are like one of my favorite types of events where I just get to sort of kick back and watch Gisel and learn with y'all. So. I'm going to pass the mic over to Gisel, who she can introduce herself. I guess that's like protocol, but everyone should know who she is. And I'm pretty sure everyone here already knows who she is. But since we're going to be blowing up YouTube and Twitch, you got to give all these normies an intro. So, Gisel, if you want to shut me up, take the mic out of my hands, give a quick intro and tell us what is happening here. The ever treacherous mic pass. Damn, it was all working so smoothly for a second there. Let's see, Gisel, if you're on mobile, you might need to do that. Ooh, this might work.
Hello.
Yes.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Always a moment of panic. Like Discord doesn't cooperate, so it's not even our fault. Blame it on
the last live stream. I couldn't stop touching the website, and then nothing worked.
I feel that.
And I was like, I've been playing with it, and I'm like, you know what? If we as long as we live stream, you'll see some of it before it breaks.
Yeah, no, it was I was getting sucked into what you're doing. So yeah, Gisel, thanks for coming on. You've been here before. It's been a while, but yeah, tell people just a little bit about yourself and what you've been working on.
Hello, everybody. So been an artist for a long time and been in this space for I don't know since 2019, and is that like 6-7 years now? And the last few years, I've been working on a project called Moon Language, and has brought me many different paths now to where I was working with 968 photographs, and then I thought, oh wow, I have to put sound to them, and I met Platonic Mind, and she went and translated all the photographs to sound. And then I'm like, okay, I have all this multimedia, photography, audio. I wanted it to be a performance, and it's like, how do you display all of this at once? How do you have like a live show? Because I wanted to try to like trigger live events with these moons like a palette of language, like to describe the different aspects that we are constantly seeing with it, the way it's always changing, the way we're always changing, and the way it's always been seen throughout all of time. And I was really curious as time went on, trying to display it. I was also trying to get the context, is like, how do I describe this to everybody in the world? Like, how do you describe it to like everybody? You got to translate past the language. And what I thought was most interesting to me is like the time passage, is like language is always changing too, and depending on where you are on the planet. Um, the time aspect is something that we have now access to, especially this last years, with AI being able to find a lot of the things that have been lost through the internet. And I went on this journey to develop a software to be able to not only display moon language all at once, not just seeing 5 at a time like a platform could. I wanted to be able to see all of the moons at once, and not only that, I would love to hear all of them at once too. I haven't gotten there yet, but um, it's like if we can push the tech to hold the idea, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at, and that's where I've been the last year. So I'm building this software to be able to visualize it, and I realized how useful it could be for everyone in this space, and how useful it could be for interlinking everything we've ever minted before. And not only that, but cross-contextualize with like all the social media aspects and data points that we have. Like, as soon as you bring AI into the mix, it seems like if you direct it correctly, you can really access a lot of knowledge that we all want to see together. And I think that it ends up being a new layer on top of the blockchain that we see already, and also the web that we see already. I feel like this software, if we can all access it and all build and all connect our own collections that we've already minted online, you can just all of a sudden like fly through it, be able to buy what you want, be able to link to any data point or website you want to add context to. It just seems super useful for absolutely anybody in our sphere. And then I started being like, you know what, I don't want to use any dependencies. I don't want to have any extra like kits on top of, like, AI seems to be like a whole piecemeal mishmash of things that I think we gotta really choose what kind of data we're working with. And I feel like this software is about honing that in. Me as an artist specifically, of course, with my palette of pieces, which are my artworks, my photographs, and also the sound points, and also data points of quotes. These quotes I've been trying to find for now 2 years. I've been trying to find a quote for each moon, but I found how unreliable the web has been for absolutely any kind of fact or any kind of data point that seems verifiable in any way. So I started going on this rabbit hole of developing this software so that I could scour the internet for data of the past and be able to accurately connect it to either a book or an official archive or a nonprofit or something that's just out there to keep data alive on the internet. All the websites right now, all the AI blogs and whatever is just washing away any data we ever had. Hello. Is anybody still there?
Yes, yo, I like can't. I'm like I can't wait to hear where this is going, because obviously like you've built a lot of stuff with this, and like it's something that you want people to use. So and as someone who is deep into arguing with robots and frustrated with the lack of quality information out there broadly. I honestly can't wait to hear where this is going. Shout out Plutonic Mind, who's just appeared in the house.
She's in here. Hello. We should give her the mic too if she wants to chat. I mean, how about we, since she's here, can we show something of moon language? Is she into that? Awesome, because that's something I want to show too.
I mean, she can she's welcome to unmute. Her and I are cool, and I'm willing to just speak on her behalf and be like, "Yo, just go for it, Giselle." You know.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can find.
Don't hate me, Platonic Mind.
So okay, I have like a million tabs right now. Okay, so where am I streaming right now? What are you guys seeing? Do you see anything? Are you streaming anything?
If you live stream in Discord, it'll get routed everywhere.
Yeah.
Which I realize, yes, we all have like 10,000 tabs open. It's just, and you're like in a virtual room with like 1,000 people. You're like, oh, where am I? Which tab? Don't worry about that.
So with moon language, so we're well on our way to having a live experience. Now, I am so excited to really be able to see it, of course, feel it, and be able to see how different musicians can interpret it. I'm Platonic Mind has started the symphony. She started half of it, and I finally have been able to work on the tech to be able to trigger the visuals, to be able to trigger, to like sense the sounds, and also be able to find the moons and then display them and show which ones are showing.
Giselle, yeah, you're not screen sharing, just so you know.
Okay. I just got it loaded. Okay. So we have this little preview going on. It's going to be a little journey into sound. If you have headphones, it's great. And this is a simple test because at the time that we created it, we knew it just had to be a few at a time to really understand how to hone in different visuals and also understand the difference between blending visuals and sound together as different pieces in a palette or different colors in a palette. So here, I'm going to play, and this is kind of a little a mini sample of the different vibes and different resonance and feelings that you can get from a few of the moons together.
Giselle, the music came through. It's great. We might have lost your audio, or unless mine is messed up. Okay. Trying to be quieter. Everyone like turned their volume up so they could hear the music, and then I came in all loud and scared the shit out of everybody. Yo, Giselle, you the music came through great. It looks like you might be trying to talk, or maybe it's the mic's picking up something, but you might have to like log in and out of Discord or something. I don't know. It seems like Discord's being weird today, but we can't get your audio. Is Giselle lost in some wormhole of Discord? she fell right into the vortex. If anyone, side note, while we're trying to sort out tech problems, as always, the other tech problem that we're having is the guest book. So we're working on it. If it's not working, we'll figure it out. We'll get you at least Google Doc backup by the end of the event. Right. We know it's broken. Everything's broken. We can't find Giselle, the guest book thing. So it's called the WIP. You gotta be patient with this stuff. But for real, I don't know what happened to Giselle. Dragonate, what do we do? Now what? We need a song.
I can put music on in the meantime.
All right, cool. We got any good WIP tunes or Babachi tunes? Death to audio. No, we can't do death to audio problems yet. It's not the end of the show. Otherwise, shit really goes off the rails.
Yeah, exactly.
People just.
Baby, I know what you did. Can't turn back, I can't forgive. Too much shade, too much regret. Ooh, yeah. Kept on thinking I'm to blame. Should've known you ain't gon' change. Why you had to play those games? Ooh, yeah. When we touch, I want to make love. I want to get to know you better. When we kiss, I don't want to miss another night without you under my body. When we touch, I want to make love. I want to get to know you better. When we kiss, I don't want to miss another night without you under my body.
Okay, we might have done something. We unlocked Giselle from the live sharing box of death. We blame Dragonate.
It's not my fault. I can't do nothing.
No, I know. I was trying to fight Plutonic Mind to become a fake Giselle, but she wasn't having it. Check. Giselle, wait. Let's get the music off and see if we can get Giselle on. Let's try. We're gonna try this again. That's ambitious. It's Giselle. It's if you're on mobile, it's possible you're in like push to talk hell, which is also a thing.
Giselle, try leaving the voice chat and rejoining it.
This is actually part of every event. So, you know, we do it all in real time. This looks encouraging. You're unmuted. Let's see if we get your audio, Giselle. Oh no. Yeah, that's my dog. He's unhappy with the audio problems. Yo, Giselle, see if we can just get your audio working at all, and then maybe we can drop some screenshots or something in lieu of screen sharing, since it all doesn't seem to be working at once. It's not a tiny fluffy dog. Hang on, we located Giselle. Giselle, we cannot hear, unfortunately. It doesn't seem like the live stream is working. On the bright side, while we were trying to fix this tech problem unsuccessfully so far, Trizla seemed to have fixed the guest book, and it seems to be working. So, oh, hang on, I got Giselle in DMs. Did we find her? Yes.
Face, what happened to you guys?
You got stuck in Dragonade's Discord box, which happens periodically, and nobody knows how to unlock it, and it just takes a while. It happens during every event. I can see it now. Suddenly everything's working, and who knows why this happened. Yo,
what did you hear anything? I don't have no idea how far that was.
Yo, after the music stopped. The song played through, which was fantastic, but after the music stopped, that was when we lost you. And I joke about this all the time. We all work in tech, but somehow nothing fucking works. But here for it. This, like I said, this happens every week. So feel free to pick up where you left off.
Cool. Is this live streaming again? Okay.
Yeah. Now it's suddenly everything.
Oh my god! Thank God. Okay.
Yeah. We good. All that never happened.
Okay. All right. Here I'm live streaming in the Women's Museum. Do you guys know Barbara Benzina? So this is with the software that I made to see moon language. Now that you got a little taste of moon language, you can kind of get an idea of where I'm headed here. But I tried this collection because I know she has so many pieces. I think she said today that she collected something like 1,500 pieces. Y'all can hear me? Is okay?
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. Oh, good. Thank God. There's a response. So what I love about this software is that you can literally just fly through anything and explore differently, and you can, of course, show any data point how you would like. And it's all connected to our actual NFTs, and you can go straight to the place to buy them as well. So not only are you able to like fly through them, you can also find out all about them, find about their connections, find about, who the collector is or whatever. And you can even display any of that data in this type of scene. You can expand, contract. So I have a few different collections loaded as samples. You don't have to even put in your wallet. And I want this software to be for everybody. And to be able to I just analyze not only your own work, but also of different artists together. I think it's going to be really great for discovery, especially for galleries that have pieces from many different artists. I'm not sure if these are all Barbara's pieces, but I guess we can look into it. But so I have a bunch of different ones that I've checked out here. The quantum portraits is really fun to look at. I have a feeling that there's like 5 tabs showing the same thing. So it's probably a bit slow, but you get the idea.
What the image? I can take a screenshot of what we're seeing in Hyperfy. Hasn't changed in a minute
Oh,
or
no
two.
way.
Um,
Really? Oh, bummer.
in the meantime,
Showing.
while we're tinkering, Hidden Forces has a
Quantum portrait?
question. Sorry, say it again.
But do you see the quantum portraits or no?
I'm seeing
The quantum portrait world.
yeah, no, I'm seeing this.
Got it.
Oh, there you go.
You know how
it's changed.
you end up in different tabs and it's not actually sharing? That's what was happening.
Yeah, no, I know. This is I wake up in the middle of the night with anxiety about not knowing what tab I'm in and something's going on. Yeah, Hidden
think you showed something. Okay. Hidden, what's up?
Forces has a question. He's wondering how we set up data points and does the AI do some of the onboarding type of stuff automatically?
Yes, and it depends. I have it. So let's see if I can get the reload. So right now I have 3. I'm showing a very limited program right now because I didn't want to show everything, and I'm not going to show everything just yet. But what I can show is 3 points that we're sourcing from. So yeah, you can do wallet address from any chain, or you can local storage. See, local storage I love for being able to do a collection and being able to do promotion on that collection. So you can like load a bunch of photos and make a website just on that pretty simply. What I like about the program is that I've like set it so that it's has certain constraints visually that every time I work with stuff, it's always going to be consistent. Like every time I work with like files of something that I'm producing to print is like it actually formats the print very nicely every time, always the same. This is the kind of consistency that I'm missing from my life with all these different piecemeal AIs and like memberships and different things that are being offered right now that are all like layered upon layers that are all dependencies. And I really think that every single creator needs to have a home base where they're not using pieces of many different types of softwares that can all either be unfunded or fall apart or end up with like constraints or end up being blocked based on wherever you're from. So I really felt the need to create something not only for myself, but I feel like everybody should have this type of access to an LLM that's clean, that they can make, that they put their own information into. Yeah, this is kind of like a different take on LLM. It isn't a llama build, but all the constraints that I'm building with it is like I think each person should be able to configure their own, of course, to their method of work. And I'm trying to make this as flexible as possible for all types of people, which is why I think that it's going to be important to have a lot of people demoing it and giving me feedback. And I'm going to be trying to automate a system where we are doing some sort of like auto update. Not of course not off the ramp where everybody can do anything. But in a controlled fashion. Like I'd love to try to test out the idea of a DAO and test out the idea of an automatic one too, where the software could be updated based on like a roundtable of different weighted opinions that could then transform the software. I love the idea of like where DAOs have come up to this point, and I love to see how they come and go. And I feel like Gitcoin was my favorite of all of them. The way that they had all the benefit and the supporting of different small people, like Woka was able to get funded from that. So like, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. And I really think that there's some sort of future there, especially with all this automation going on. And I would love to find a small way to do that so that, of course, things can grow from there. So let's go into a different collection. This I wish it would show. Oh yeah, it shows. These are my commandments. These are all the commands that helped me make this program what it is today. And they're all the points where it was like finally doing what I wanted it to do, and I told it that it has to always do these. It has to always come back to them. And they're my commandments because someday I'll mint them. I feel like they should be the basis of this software. But a lot of it is about the constraints that it needs. Like a lot of these, it's pretty crazy working with AI, and anybody who has, I'm sure, understands this. And it's kind of been really wild to try to build something that's useful, because it's very easy to make something quick, but it's really interesting to make something long term. And I find that really fascinating. So let we go here.
Giselle, we got and of course also wants to know when alpha testing is, and I was just curious, as someone who's also neck deep in all of this tech, I'm just curious, and whether you have any idea or want to say or not, like how long it has taken you to get to this point, because I agree, you can knock out some simple stuff like pretty easily, but if you want to do something that's like pulling from multiple APIs and data places and everything, you got to like really start arguing with these robots.
Yeah, you have to build. That's why I had to build from nothing. Like I really wanted to see what it's like to kind of start from scratch. And that's, and what I mean by that is Claude Code. It's a co-work with Claude Code, not co-work, but Terminal. But it's taken, well, I fully jumped in January 1st, so it's been about 3 months to get here. But like obsessed, like so obsessed to like all the time to try to visualize how moon language is going to happen, and actually like make it work, you know. And of course, but not only that, but make it work in a way that it could work for everybody. And I think that's like the main goal, is like, because this is the language of everywhere, and I think it needs to go everywhere. Like just I just love being able to browse it like this. I don't know why I love it so much, but I do. Maybe it's just like connected to the real data, and every time I search something, it's like actually going to archives that's finding documentaries. Like, oh my god, I have such an amazing, like I don't even have the time to, like, I need to make an app so that I could look through all the data that it found for me, because there's so many amazing interviews of my favorite people now all in my drive, and it's like now I need a way to like make all that data something that I see all the time. Like, you know, we're looking at all these social medias and they're serving up like crap all the time. And it's basically like how we used to watch TV networks. Like if you think about it, like all the channels were crap and you would wait for your one show. But if we can put the things that we want to see in a queue, or like have our own like type of algorithms feeding us things that we want to know that are relevant, I think the social media can really be taken to a much better place than where it is now. I think that the interactions between spaces, I don't know, what am I looking at? I don't even know what this is. Oh, share to this. What is this? I ended up on this lambs on brooch. So it's like, I feel like browsing is going to be really fun because you're going to be able to like discover many artists based on different gallery expositions. So like, and I want to make a network of all of these connecting. Like everybody can make, like let's say I made this Woka, you know, this is the Woka Arcana that we just resurfaced thanks to Bard Janssen resurfaced it because it was all broken from async, falling apart. And now we could like try to re-visualize what collections are like. You know, what do we want them to be like? How do you want to organize them by is it always by value of what they were sold, or can we make it by value of like when it was minted, or organized on a story, or based on notes that are surrounding it? You know, like data points are data points, and this program sees them all the same. So like a video versus a Word file versus a sound versus a photograph, now they're all being seen the same. With this new type of like, I guess, AI in general, type of management. What I find really interesting that's developing is certain people doing really great things like Transfer Gallery. Did you hear about, I don't know if you all heard about the new program they're coming out with too, which is also for archiving, but I mean, my archiving is like I would say is more of like a visual like a spatial exploration, almost like a new type of network that I'm building on top of what's already been officially archived in IPFS. And this is like a direct connection to IPFS and also blockchain. But what Transfer Gallery is doing is really cool too. Regina, I think, is part of it, and they're doing a super. It seems like really, really official for making sure that artists who are working in many different medias, like multimedia of like video and all the iterations that have been throughout time, like how to preserve those. It seems like that's what they're really going for, which is awesome because there's so many museums right now with a lot of data of like that are on tape or types of media that we don't have translated even to digital, that we don't see, that we don't even have, that are tucked away in some closet file of some library. And I'm really focused on working with my alma mater. I went to RISD, Rhode Island School of Design. They have a 150th anniversary coming up, and I'm talking to them, and I'm going to try to make a display for them with the 5 founders that were all women. And I want to highlight them, and I want to make like a multimedia experience with this website, with this type of archive 4D. And I really think that it's very flexible for all of us.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that, and also if anyone else has a question for Giselle, feel free to drop them in the chat here. I mean, this, especially, just thinking for myself. Oops, sorry, I didn't want to talk over you. Can you hear me, Giselle?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool. I'm just thinking about myself as someone who's been out here forever and has like a billion data points all over the place, like compiling them in a way that is even semi-sensical is a challenge that I've been working on myself, and so this is something that's like obviously like fits me and the stuff that I'm interested in very, very well. Obviously this is built for I don't want to overstate or say the wrong thing, but it feels like this particular model is built for people who are very interested in this already, who want to have a deeper understanding. And you sort of answered my question where like, okay, you're going to take this same type of model and apply it to a completely different scenario, which is also very interesting because I'm trying to figure out like, what is the play here? Is it to give us tech nerds something more sophisticated to help ourselves show ourselves off, or is it to sort of be able to take this model and like compile data in a better way across different capacities? Hidden Force is just like all the above. Yeah, I mean it sounds good, man, but we can only argue with robots for like so long, so there's only so much time in the day.
It's like siphoning the data to what you want to find. It's like can we focus on what we want to see? Like I see my kids that are almost teenagers, and they're spending a lot of time just cycling through like almost shells of personality. Like it's like they're even saying the same phrases on TikTok. Like they're just shells of like I don't even understand. Like I don't understand most of it clearly. I mean, I guess I'm too old. But I think we need to structure and siphon the type of information we're looking for. I think the pushback of AI is obvious because it's being created everywhere intentionally and pretty aggressively, so that we think it's very important, and that so we give all of our data to it. And I want to do the opposite. I want to bring back our data. Like what I used it for is like finding all the articles that's ever been written about me. You can find them. Like you can do much more directed searches, much more directed to certain people. That's why I did the We project, this project that has all quotes of different people. It delved into each person and did a full understanding of their work, and also the quotes, and then it searched throughout the multimedia for different quotes. Like it didn't just go to a quote farm like find the thing that's always being said about that person that there's no verification. Like it went to a book that was published, it went to a documentary where it came out of their mouth. Like I think this type of like it might not be verifiable of institution, but it is to the archive or the nonprofit or the initiative that structured it. Like I think that, you know, it's a mix of decentralization versus centralization conversation that is really messy. But you know, it has to be spoken about. But like our files, I mean, throughout the years as a photographer, I've seen it happen throughout many years, is like we're constantly uploading to the cloud, and then you want to change your phone, or you realize how much of your history you've given away over the years, and you have to either pay to keep it or find a really techie friend to get it out of the cloud for you, or you end up learning it yourself. And it's like more and more so that's happening. And you can see how aggressive it is for small businesses that they have to now pay membership for absolutely every AI. Every AI you want to try is another $20. And I think that's insane. And I think that all of our friends are going to lose all their money testing out this AI and that AI. But it's like, but if you have a central AI that can kind of build these things for you already without having to have extra dependencies on like thinking that the golden carrot is always outside, or saying that the bigger brain is out in space. I mean, I don't, it's within, you know, it's what drives you every day. It's what makes a little joy in somebody's heart that's going to be actually filling this world with something important. So chasing our data out into space is, I think, the opposite of what we have to focus on. And as creators, especially, part of the software should give access to anybody that can't afford it, and it should be able to connect them whether they know Web3 or not. I would like it to be for everybody, because this can just load data from your hard drive, you know, articles you've written, pictures from a sketchbook. You can put it all together as little data points. So I think there's a lot to that. And I have always had a sketchbook. I have so many sketchbooks full of what to other people probably see as chicken scratch, but to me it's like everything I've ever wanted to do happening, you know, page by page, because you always kind of like check things off a list. At least for me, that's kind of how I use it. But AI has now like unfolded this like infinite attention to anything, and all the social media has also opened attention to anything. But now it's like, so where does this go? And what do we do with it? And where can we go from here, right? And what I find is I go back to the music that has always influenced me. I go back to the same songs, and I was thinking about it this morning. It's like we used to hear the same songs because they were on a tape, and you had maybe 5 or 6 of them, and you'd have to hear it over and over. So I remember, you know, doing my homework, listening to the same songs over and over, but they're all about freedom. They're all about creating. They're all about doing something for the world and making a difference out there. And I think that's, if we can still focus those intents of that we had at some point in our lives to drive us forward, that's where we should be going.
Yo, again, Giselle, appreciate you coming through here. A wildly ambitious project with a lot of the more you explain it, the more I understand like the very easy application to regular people's lives. If you know, if we can get it in front of people and everything. So. And I'm a big fan of putting these tools in everyone's hands and equal accessibility and everything. So, if anyone else has a question for Giselle, feel free to drop them in here. Also, Giselle, if you have links or anything that you want people to be tinkering around with, I don't know, forgive me if I missed the dates, if there are any dates, but Hidden Forces had asked, I'm sure other people want to test this thing out too. If people are interested in helping out, being beta testers, that kind of thing. Let them know what they have to do. And also, while we're doing that, I'm going to drop the link in World here because we're going to get in here for a goofy group shot once we wrap this up.
Thanks. Okay. Oh wait, what are we doing?
Tell people how to get involved. I think you piqued a lot of people's interest, so now what do we do?
Okay, so I started a website called archive4d.io. Archive4d. I call it Archive in my head. I don't know why. Archive4d, but it's probably Archive4d in reality. So .io, and then just put in your email and I'll be able to reach out. Because there should be a way to do that in there. And also web3photo.com, you can find out about me. It's also giselflores.com, they all redirect. And you can find out about the different projects on the info panel, and also you could see a lot of the different shows I've been in. I was able, thanks to AI and vibe coding, I was able to do a little bit on there to get it more up to speed and show more things. But there's still so much to do, and I really, it's just so fun that now I can actually work on these things that I've always wanted to be doing. Always. So that's fun. And so archive4d.io, and I want to have a community of conversations to know where it could go from here, because I think it could just be really fun, and try to do anything. There's a lot that I want to share, but I can't share it yet, but I will share it soon. That'd be fun. Well, thank you all.
I'm just looking at the /we portion of it, and if I click the add button, I can download something. I'm assuming this is not a wall trainer.
No, it's just a quick link. I did that more for me, but it does give you a little thing like an app, it's like a pretend app, but it just goes to the browser. It's just a direct link.
Cool.
But yeah,
cool. So,
I know that it's weird these days. You never know.
Oh yeah, no, I know. Weird. The bots, they do weird things. You gotta keep them checked. So I did drop the updated link .io. It's really easy. I just dropped my email address in there so you can stay updated and beta test all the things and absorb all of Gisel's knowledge and work and adapt it to your own, so you can get out in front of all the rest of these people. So do the thing.
And I did get an audit, and through a friend of Crash Blossom, and it's so far so good. It's been really cool, and this is we'll see about getting it really official.
Awesome.
So thank you all. Awesome.
Yeah, thank you. We're gonna get in Platonic Mind. Platonic Mind's involved in some way. She don't want to hop on the mic, but she is shilling her website, so she's fan. Check her stuff out. Make sure you sign up for her email list. And she's got some awesome stuff out there, including this collab with Gisel. Let's hop in World to Hypify. If you haven't, the guest list at the WIPmeetup.com was working, and then it wasn't working, and then it was working. So I think it's still working. But if it's not working, just let me know. We're good for it. We are, and we'll sort it out. So. Everybody hop in World. We're going to roll the Paradox theme music. There's a bunch of mushrooms and frogs and eggs in here. Grab an avatar at Talk Sam's Avatar Lab and behind you when you pop in, and let's do the thing.
Just a humble cameraman looking for a tiny bit of attention. It's me, Paradox. Get your asses in line and smile for the fucking camera. No one cares about Matthew and Gisel, that's for sure. It's about me, Paradox. I'm taking over the show.
Alrighty, let's do this thing. How am I sounding? 2 out of 2, 10 out of 10? How am I doing?
Yes.
Excellent, thank you, Dragonite. Okay, cool. So let's keep it nice and slow initially. So there seems to be lots of people in World. If you're not in World, you need to be in World. Rizal, please dump that link there, or somebody. And anyone that's here, you need an avatar, please. So there's a couple of naked people. So if everyone can just follow the egg that is walking towards the back of the stage, and you should see the Afties sign. Come on, naked people. Let's get the whole gang together. Come on. So we're walking off the stage towards the afties. It's always like herding cats. It never goes well. Okay, so basically you need an avatar. So if you haven't got one, go to Toxam's Avatar Lab. And you'll go in there. You'll press the E button when you're facing one of the avatars. And you'll put something on. There we go. So Anonymous is getting one. Excellent. Have we got any more? Any more for any more? Otherwise, we're going to go back to the stage. Okay, cool. Right. Now we're going to start speeding things up. So I want everyone to line up basically in front of the screen. You should see Foxy Yoga standing there, got Ballistic Banana. Let's make a nice orderly line. There we go. We're doing a couple of things today, so there we go. Now let's see. Come on, Anonymous, come on, Fabiano. Come on, Trizlet. Let's get in line. This is the nice relaxed part. Okay, cool. Right. Trizlet, last chance. Oh, Trizlet's coming very slowly. Okay, tough. Right, we're going to take a picture here, and then we're going to start things off. So, let's take a picture. Right, that's the picture done for the group photo. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start speeding things up just a little bit, and by a little bit, I mean a lot. So, can everyone please form a line behind the egg? Nice, so a nice orderly line, please. The egg is jumping. Let's see if we can get excellent. Come on, that's not a line. There we go. Let's get in there. Get in there. Foxy Yoga, Trizlet, last chance. Cool. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the nice little train and we're going to go to a couple of different photo spots. When we get to each photo spot, we're going to have 10 seconds at each photo spot. And if you fall behind, you get left behind. They are the rules. So, Dragonate, please pay attention to where I'm going. Do not get lost. We are going to do some zigzags. And be aware, there is another couple of eggs. So, good luck. All right, Dragonate, play the basic background music and then the countdown, please.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right, let's go. Okay, is everyone's paying attention? Okay, we've got most people. We go around the block. Excellent. Okay, well, as I'm running, I'm going to try and take some pictures. Okay, good. Good. Right, keep going. Keep following. If you fall behind, you get left behind. I'm giving people too many chances. Come on, naked people. How are we doing? I'm going to take a picture here quickly. Alright, let's go 11. Alright, cool. Then we're moving on. Dragonate, I'll let you know when to do the... Wait, why am I... What's the button to run? I can only walk for some reason. This is cheating. It is not working. Oh, right, you're lucky, people. You're very lucky. Ah. This is the thing about Hyperfly. It's, some things are a little broken. My shift's not working. Oh, there we go, it's working again. Okay, cool, right, we're going to take a picture in front of the pizza stand, which is Satoshi's Slice. Going to give everyone 2 seconds to get here, and you're facing outwards. Cool, right. Dragonate, please do the countdown.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're moving on. Right, there we go. Right. Following the egg. I keep thinking it's a potato. Okay, we're going round. We're going round. Alright, climb to the top, please. Climb to the top. Climb to the top. Climb to the top. Right, and you'll see where I am. I am the jumping egg. Try and get round to me, please. Okay. If you jump to the top, you're gonna get thrown off. So come to the edge facing the stage. Okay, start the countdown, please, Dragonate.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, and we're moving on. Jumping off, heading back towards the afties. There we go. Okay, going through the turtles. Going past Dragonate's box. And we're going in. We're going right in to this little room here. Can you see me? I'm jumping off the stage. Right, everyone in the box, please. In the box. In the box. Keep going all the way to the back. Close the door. Go on, everyone in. There we go. Gonna take one more picture. Okay, cool. Let's see how that goes. 14. Right, I reckon that's done. Paradox out. Cheers, guys. Bye.
There's a high quality of example of what we're lacking when we got fake Paradox in here. That was fantastic, and a little tour of what we got going on in the new parcel. Big thanks to Gisel X for coming through today, and thank you all for coming and hanging out and everything. Make sure you sign the guest book, the WIPmeetup.com. Sign in. If it doesn't work, it's not surprising. Just let us know. You're going to get WIP coin in your wallet, Fabiano and Patricia gifts, as always. We have been a little bit backlogged as we worked on the new guest book system, but I think everything's gone out now. And if not, it will be by the end of the week. So check your wallets if you haven't already. If you want to help out, always hit me up and come through Tuesdays, 10:30 a.m. right here in Discord. Next week, we're back with snacks in Pizza Dow. So it should be a good one. Come hungry. And thanks, everybody. I'll see you next week. Dragonate's talking to me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's not me.
Sunshine, mashed potatoes. I want chicken. Cheese. Fuck yes. Oh, cheese. Oh, cheese. Oh, cheese. Oh. This is awesome. Awesome. Sweet dreams are made of cheese. Pizza's good too. I like where this is going. Yeah. Fuck yes, cheese. Kill the audio box with fire. Death to audio problems. Lactose intolerant people, I am so sorry. Give me that cheddar. I got carried away. We all love a good meme explorer song. Cheddar. Blue cheese, Better Way says cheese emoji. Randolph has cheese. Meme explorers with extra cheese. Death to audio. Audio problems. Death to audio. Audio problems. Cheddar won't go out for days. Cheese is like fuck yes, go to audio problems, down to audio problems, down to audio, a gift of cheddar cheese. Audio problems don't deserve to live. Two emoji with the tongue sticking out. And Mentalaire and Gruyere. That almost rhymes. Cheddar is money given now. Spend some of your cheddar on that, please. Rizzle says death to audio problems. Rizzle says death to audio. Oh, Rizzle says death to audio problems. Rizzle says death to audio. Oh, oh, oh. Lots of gifts of cheesy things, all up in the Discord of Meme Explorers. Oh, lots of gifts of cheesy things. Captain Heart Eyes, clap, clap, clap. Cheese steak, cookies, hi, cheese is the best. Gifts of cats with cheese on their faces, death, death, death. The only thing we love more than cheese is gifts. The only thing is fondue. Rizzle says death to audio problems. Rizzle says death to audio problems. Cheese is live. Audio problems. Cheese is live. Oh, yeah. Yay. The little kitten says LOL, and Elmo's on fire, and Ernie's got condoms on his ears, so fire, so fire. Death to audio, to audio, death to audio, LMAO. Give me cheese, oh give me death to audio, death to audio. Vibe check, vibe check. Death to high ping. I want some lemonade. Make cheese great again. Condoms on the ears. That's what it looked like to me. Oh, death to audio problems, to audio, death to audio problems, to audio. I'm vibing, make cheese lemonade. When life gives you rotten cheese, you make cheese lemonade. So much cheese and some sriracha, some cheese and some sriracha. Me vibing big time when Rizzle coins. You make nachos, you make nachos. Love the song so dope. Stuff that cheese in your face. Stuff that cheese in your face with jalapeno. With jalapeno. In your face, cheese whiz. Pickles, yes, cheese whiz. In your face, I said death to audio, to audio, oh, death to audio, to audio, oh, death to audio, to audio, death makes me audio, to audio, oh, death to audio, audio, oh, death to audio, audio, oh, death to audio, to audio, to audio, to audio, to audio, Elmo's audio, to audio, Gouda is good, having like the audio, shake the audio, yeah, that's it. Oh my lord, whew, I have to turn on the fan.
Most advice about change starts with the same premise. Figure out what you want. Visualize your ideal life. Set some goals. Create a vision board. Burn some incense. Rub your spirit crystals on your vagina. And then imagine yourself succeeding.